Now, just 3 days ago, Daniel Andrews was the one who was playing the expectations game. Just 3 days ago, Daniel Andrews was making it clear that today would be yet another big step out of the lockdown that was caused by his government's failure in hotel quarantine that saw people stay in their homes from July till now the end of October. This is what he said just 3 days ago.
Everything's on the table, and we'll have more to say about that on Sunday.
So, understandably, people thought finally this was going to be the time when we would start to see sanity. Now, they should have been out of lockdown by now already. But another 7 cases, 6 of which we know are linked to problems in the northern suburbs, is apparently enough of a reason for Daniel Andrews to let millions of people down. But apparently it wasn't a big deal. Apparently there was no expectations that today was going to be the day for clarity and the day for freedom for the people who had done the hard work after he stuffed up.
Well, they weren't opening today, is the point that I'm making to you. They were opening Tuesday night at the earliest, and we still may be able to make that deadline. But it is not appropriate for me to pretend that I've got test results I haven't got. That is not responsible. So it may be that there is no impact on what was the proposed timeline, what was the likely timeline. But I can't announce things, and I can't speak to the scope of the opening until we get these test results back and we know exactly the enemy we're facing, the challenge we're facing.
This bloke is clueless. So it's a little bit like when you were naughty in the back seat of your car and your parents say, well, that's it, we're not going to Macca's. Hang on, we were going to Macca's? You didn't even know what the apparent destiny was. But this bloke who's never run a business in his life, who thinks that food just magically appears on supermarket shelves and cafes can instantly find staff overnight, is clueless to even a couple of days' notice. 1 full day's notice is a big deal. But he wants to pretend that still we might get to Tuesday. So why not announce it today and put an asterisk next to it? Look, I can't triple confirm this till tomorrow, but my expectation is Tuesday is when people get to go back to work and life resumes in Melbourne. Now, you know, if you're watching us, just how busy almost anything but the stuff that is open already is. Now, a week and a bit ago, the Goldilocks logic meant you couldn't go more than 5 k's from your house. Last weekend, magically, you were allowed to go 25 k's because 26 k's would kill you. The Goldilocks logic that says you must stay in your house now, but there's still a chance something might change on Tuesday, they make it up as they go along. And you can't help but this bloke thinks only ever about how many eyeballs are on him when he gives those bloody press conferences each and every day. He's carrying on like a game show host who's constantly trying to make you wait and watch the next episode of the show. It's like he's writing cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger, hoping that more people will watch him tell you when you can get back to life and watch the grand final on Saturday night. But you can tell people have had enough. We'll talk to 2 of them in a second. But here's just a taste of the reaction to nothing to see here from Daniel Andrews, who set the expectation 3 days ago.
It's just the new norm for us, the lies, the rubbish that they talk. Just our new norm is getting lied to every single day. Our new norm is disappointment. Time he puts his hand up and gets out of our state, stops running us into the ground. Enough is enough.
It was a bloody nightclub at Coles. You can go to Coles and touch every bloody mushroom, tomato, onion. You can't go to a pub or a restaurant or a cafe. Turn it up. Enough's enough.
Understandably, Paul's pissed off again. We'll talk to him in a couple of moments' time, along with Michael Kroger, about the endless stupidity of the Andrews government, how the normal people of Melbourne have to pay for it yet again, how the people in regional Victoria are punished because people can't move from Melbourne, and how the economy remains to slug along for another day. It's just ludicrous.